celebrations. Happy Tuesday. Today is February 9th. So the 9th day of Black History Month. So happy Black History Month, everybody. Today we are going to jump into our fourth installment of the love languages. Today we're going to be talking about acts of service. So acts of service are typically things that are done for you by someone, typically without you having to ask for them. So this could be from anybody. So, parents, friends, things of that nature. So what I want to jump in and, kind of talk about is kind of why these things are appreciated. And then the different types of things that maybe, that are kind of examples and things that I find to be acts of service for me and my relationship with my partner. So as far as, acts of service go, these are things that are done that you find to be important or you find value in, that somebody else would do for you without asking. And it's just kind of the idea that you didn't have to ask for this to happen and you feel understood and appreciated. That's kind of how that would come across, or that's the type of feeling that would convey for a lot of people. At least for me, that's kind of how I feel when something is done for me and I was like, oh, you didn't have to do that, thank you. And they can be, really simple or elaborate, just kind of depending on you. So I can give you guys a couple examples from different relationships that I have. My coworkers do like acts of service all the time. So like one of my coworkers will go get something for me off the printer. Didn't know that, I printed anything, but they go over there to print something and they bring my stuff over. Seems really small, seems really basic and kind of, unimportant, but it's something that I appreciate because you didn't have to do that. You could have just left my stuff there. So stuff like that, or my staff manager, she got us retractable keychains for our badges and stuff. Nobody asked her to do it. She just did it out the kindness of her heart. And that's kind of the idea behind it. It's out the kindness of your heart. Something that you know that somebody else would appreciate and you would do that for them just because you know that, it's something that they appreciate. My mom does like little stuff for me all the freaking time. So like I still get mail to my mom's house because mama's house is always going to be the house. So she'll gather my mail for me and kind of put it in the little bundles when I come over. She's like, here's your mail, and so-and-so sent you this, and I didn't know if you needed that. Or if I come over, there's always snacks. There's always snacks. Food is an act of service. My mother having snacks, or like I love grilled cheese sandwiches. My mother makes me grilled cheese sandwiches when I go over there, and it's just I appreciate that because you didn't have to, but you did, and I love you for that. My cousin Tyra, I love you. You're amazing. Me and Brandon were just talking about the different things that we find to be acts of service, and we were talking about how one thing that he always does every morning is brush my car off if there's snow on it. If it snows, he brushes our cars off. And I really appreciate it, but I was someone else who comes to mind with that is Tyra, because Tyra always used to brush my car off in the morning. If my car was in front of hers or she had to move my car or whatever, she would brush the snow off my car before she left for work. And I was just that's so nice. You didn't have to do that. You just had to get enough off to move it out the way when we were all living together, but you brushed it off, and I appreciate that. So brushing off the car, or getting out, Brandon gets out, he pumps the gas, or just a multitude of different things. He makes the appointments for me to go get my oil changed because he know damn well I'm gonna forget and I'm not gonna do it. Not because I'm raggedy, but kind of because I'm raggedy. For me, we just came home from the grocery store. Not really the grocery store. We came home from Target, which is kind of the grocery store, but also Target is just kind of, Target is Target. If y'all understand, y'all understand. But he puts all the stuff away. I hate putting stuff up when I come home. I like buying stuff. I just don't like putting it up. And so he always puts the stuff up. I appreciate that. And he always washes the dishes because I hate washing dishes. Acts of service. This is appreciative love. That's what this is really about. But like I cook. I cook not because I have to, but I cook because I enjoy cooking, and I want him to eat. Like, I don't want him to starve, or like I don't like eating fast food all the time. So I enjoy cooking. So like that's an act of service. Or like I had to run something to like it's literally across the street from my job. I'm like, well, I'll do it. Like, there's no point in him coming up to where I work to run it up there. Like, that's stupid when I can just go do it because I'm there. I have to be there. I get paid to be in this general area. So let me just go do that. So like, it just depends. Like, friends can have acts of service. You know, some of my friends, Jay just kind of, she'll just do certain things. And I guess you could count this as an act of service. It's not a physical act, but it's kind of just her saying, hey, in the middle of the day, I love you. You're appreciated. You're amazing. You're doing great. And like, sis, thank you for this act of service and words of affirmation. Did we talk about how they can all kind of just come together? Because that's the thing. A word of affirmation can also lead to, can be an act of service or lead to an act of service. Don't, like, all of these things intertwine. Like, they're one. So let's also talk about how all of that can, like, an act of service, or, you know, physical touch or quality time, all of that can mix together to be like one big great love language. Just putting that out there. So I think it's important that we realize that a lot of people actually have these like acts of service on a daily basis. You may not think about it, but it happens. It's there. People, you know, approach you and do things, and I just think it's always important for us to realize that this is an act of service. This is a love language. This may be your love language. And the best way to find that out is to take the quiz, which is linked in the description box below. Make sure you go there, check that out. Leave your results in the comment section so we can talk about those. I like to exchange and dialogue with you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, nobody is better at you than you are.